delivery, which you actually didn't look at yourself. And now you're wishing that you had because he had an interesting look in his face when he opened it. Um, but then he was also a little disappointed that he didn't receive, in addition to that, some funds that he says he was owed by Lady Merble Blackarm, who sent you to make the delivery. But nonetheless, you were successful, and you did heal the gentleman, Mr. Bolger.
Bolger.
Yes, the hobgoblin who had been mortally poisoned and was soon, on his way to death, but was not all the way dead. Dead. And so you were on your way back and had a notion that it would be cool to get to know these guys that you ran into and helped you out. And what better way to do that over a couple of drinks at a very nice tavern? In fact, the nicest tavern you could think to go to that you knew in the town, called the Golden Griffin of all places. Um, and despite being covered in blood, you saunter into the Golden Griffin and jovially look forward to having something to drink. As you walk in, however, there is a tiefling who is at the door, a colored tiefling with long black hair and pupilless eyes. They just look white. There's nothing inside his eyes. And he has golden caps on the tips of his horns. And he's wearing some very nice jewelry, very fine clothing. And he says, "Oh, excuse me. We're welcome to having guests, but your dress code certainly does not match up. I am sorry. We can't have you covered in blood coming in here like this."
Oh.
Why?
Why?
Genuine.
This is a
Genuine.
respectable establishment. You come bleeding all over our chairs and tables, and
Well.
I'm not bleeding. The other guy was. I'm fine.
and it's like,
Is that a
Genuine.
child?
No,
and
this is
besides,
gross.
No.
I'm
you're
gross.
dressed for battle.
Not
Of
a
course, you have
child.
nice clothing, and if you do look around, everyone is wearing fine level clothing. I don't know if any of you are in fine clothing or not. I
I
think
am
the only
wearing.
I'm
the
wearing
only one
armor.
who might be Belsarin. I'm not sure if he. I know he has some. I don't know if he's wearing them.
Who?
Belsarin, I know you have a set of fine clothing. I don't
Oh,
know if
I
you're
do, but I'm
currently
not wearing
wearing
them. I was
I
wearing armor because I
do.
was doing the job.
I took it off for the trip to Boxton, so I wouldn't be wearing it now. I'd be wearing my light armor.
it.
Um, may I take him to the side for a moment? Can I just whisper in his ear?
Sure.
Um, look, we love it. This is a great town, but we were ambushed unexpectedly. We suffered some injury. We're tired. We're thirsty. Is there some way you could find something for us? And I'm flipping one gold coin on one hand between my knuckles. That you can find it for us somewhere in the back, maybe. Just have a quick drink, and we'll be on our way. And I'm just flipping. I haven't given him the coin. I'm showing the coin being flipped between my fingers.
But also,
Okay.
if
Do I roll
anyone in
Can
persuasion?
your
you roll
establishment
sleight of
needs
hand
any
check for me?
healing services, then I can gladly do that for you in exchange for allowing us to stay at your establishment.
Oh, really, lady? Are you a divine healer?
Of course. I'm a
Is it
priestess of
thing?
Eldath.
Hmm. Well, I do need Belsarin to do a sleight of hand check number one for me.
Okay. Sleight of hand. Sorry. Let me pull that up on my sheet, which is right in front of me. Do I have advantage?
No, you do not have advantage. Okay. So you pass him the gold, but it's not like it was, people weren't able to tell that you did it. You obviously palmed him the gold. And
Yeah.
he looks at it, and then he looks back at the two of you and considers what you both said to him. Now, you can roll Velsarin a persuasion check with
Can I roll
advantage because
persuasion?
Ada did help you persuade him.
Awesome. I'm gonna roll my persuasion.
Okay,
Also amazing.
10 was good enough. That was the limit, the goal.
Yeah,
So,
there we go.
hmm, so you
So
see
we
him.
haven't rested since the last session, right?
He smirks and he looks you up and down, and he pauses long enough where you think he's going to say no and hand you the gold back. But he shrugs his shoulders and he says, "Let's step outside for a moment." And he shuffles you back outside the door. And he goes, I've never done this for anyone, but we could certainly use your business. It is a slow day, and I do appreciate the extra tip." So he puts the gold piece in his pocket, and he starts swiveling his hands back and forth, kind of like in a elliptical motions, like he's about to cast a spell. And he goes, if it's okay with you, I can clean you all off magically. It'll just take a few minutes.
I'll put my arms out, like allowing him to do whatever spell he's gonna do.
Okay.
My good
So he
sir.
starts doing he
So
starts doing the
if
prestidigitation cantrip. Prestidigitation. And
Yeah,
you
we got
see,
it.
mystical, blue lights like start fluttering around, and sparkly light, descending all around you and start like cleaning you. And he does that to each of you individually, and it takes about a minute for each of you. Um, but he does manage to get all the blood out. And he
Oh,
goes, "Okay, so I will let you in, but please tip your waitress nice."
you are so very kind. And
that
I
will
put
not be a
my
problem.
hand on his shoulder.
Do
What does
tieflings like
Ada
to be
do?
touched?
Tieflings have the touch.
Okay, so he escorts you back in, and where your tokens are on the map, is that where like you just kind of like start to gravitate towards, or are you going to move somewhere else?
That
We
was just
came in here.
I was just us entering. I didn't think about placement.
Okay, well, um,
I like that long table on the left hand side, upper left hand side. It's a gathering spot. Yeah,
okay,
up here.
Okay. Okay.
I think that'll fit
okay,
everybody, including the half thing.
The half thing.
The half thing.
Halfling.
Half thing.
okay. Go
Outrageous
ahead
roll.
go ahead and sit yourself where you want to be inside the facility. Don't go into any of the
I'm good
private
at this end
rooms
of the
in the back.
table. Okay. Damn it. No private rooms.
Well, not yet.
Okay. Let's hang out over here near the. Can we go by those couches over here? That looks kind of sweet.
Um, well, as you start to approach that area, you do see somebody sitting there in the center of that red couch, and it's a big half
Uh
orc,
huh.
and he is dressed in fine clothes, and on each side of him, he has two elves who are dressed in fine monk robes, and he himself has kind of like he's a big green half orc looking dude. Okay, and he let me pull his token up.
I should make this bigger.
That's what she said.
It's Shift
Oh, he's
Z
pretty.
and clicking it.
Thank you.
It's
You're
Shift
welcome.
Z.
Shift Z.
Right.
Don't say Z. This is
Not
America.
Not
Oh
where
wait, that's
he's
the
at.
not
map.
all of it. Not
This is
all of it.
D&D. He's in Canada.
This is America. We say Z as
I
in
prefer
zebra.
Z. I prefer.
Do, all right, do you see the guy
He
now?
looks like
Okay.
more than
Zed,
half
baby,
orc to
Zed.
me. He looks like at least 3/4 orc.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Calling bullshit on this.
I think his mama
You all
lying
kinds
too.
of ugly.
Mm-hmm.
You all kinds of orky.
Okay, so you walk over there,
Sorry.
I gotta hit him with
and
Tusky.
you you see him look at you, and he has kind of a curious look at you, and he actually like twists his head to one side, like the "Do I know you" kind of look, and
You don't.
Oh, really?
you actually think he might look familiar. So give me an intelligence roll or history.
Is that to Velsarin?
Belsarin, yes.
Okay. Un momento, por favor.
Sorry.
You said intelligence?
Yeah, or history.
Ooh.
Not great.
Okay.
Wait, not great
Oh,
here.
that was a save. Wait, that's wrong. That was a save, right? That's not right.
Real history.
Okay. Do a history then.
I'm gonna do history.
Can I do intelligence?
No, he would be the only one who
Okay, I
have
did
intelligence.
history.
Okay.
The history, okay.
History. I'll do
Um,
history. That was a save. That's not correct.
Insight? Just kidding. It's okay.
No, that was a mistake. History was the one I wanted.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh.
so what you
They're right on
recognize
top of
on
each other.
I see.
he does have an insignia on his armor, which is a silhouette of a black battle axe. And to your knowledge, there is like a merc group um, of mercenaries, obviously, called the Black Axe, which, as far as you recall, that is their symbol. And you remember it mostly
Mm.
from childhood. And the part of your childhood you remember that from was back when you were with your original family.
Really?
Yeah. If Can you go over to on Discord onto the Whispers channel for a moment, and then I can tell you more, and then we'll dive you back um, into the lobby. Okay.
Oh, I went over there just to see what was going on. And then I came back. Well, good story, y'all.
Hmm.
No. Yes. No.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
You crying
Um,
now? You crying?
I think I want to approach him
okay.
and ask him if he remembers uh Heron Hall estate, the Heron Hall estate. Do I know you from the Heron Hall estate?
As you
You look
walk up
familiar.
and you ask that question, the two elven monks who are sitting up next to him, they stand up and one of them extends an arm like, "Don't walk any closer." So do you stop?
That's cool. That's
Okay.
cool. I can read the room.
um, Okay. So he he goes, Herrenheld. Now that's a name I haven't heard for a long time. Long time. Yeah, yeah. I did some work with them. You look like your father, boy. I see it in you.
You see my
Vilregan.
father in me.
Your father's name was Vilregan, am I right?
That's correct. My
Yes.
true father's name was Velregan. I travel under a
Mhm.
different name now, but that was the name I was born under. My name is Vilsarin,
Well,
and I extend my hand.
okay. Um, the monks look back at him like if it's okay for him, to let you approach him, and he nods, and so they step to the side, and he stands up, and he's very tall. He's like about 7 feet tall, and very muscular,
Jeepers.
and he extends his hand and shakes your hand as well. He goes, "Please sit, Belsarin. My name is Zane."
Zane, excellent to meet you this way. World has brought us together once again in this strange place. Friends, join my friend Zane. He's from the old house.
Oh, hello.
Uh,
All right. Does everybody walk over to that
we're
corner?
all friends here.
Sure. I do, yeah.
Perhaps on
And
this
then
momentous occasion, I should favor us with a song.
Oh, should you?
I should. I start to take out my bagpipes. Oh, damn it, I don't have them with me. Never mind. I will start to sing. What
There,
would you do if I
there is a
stay?
platform like behind you. Do you like go and stand up there so everybody can see you
Yeah,
better?
yeah.
Okay, that's where those
Oh,
those
this is
two tables
happening?
with those two tables with the benches are up there. Yeah, that's a raised platform that goes up a couple of steps, and there are some people at those tables as well. And what about
Oh,
um,
come on,
Mr.
that one.
Rabson?
Come
Is he
on,
going to
that
join you?
one. I rolled a 5. All right.
You're asking Rabzan if he's going to join in a performance.
Oh no!
No, I'm asking
This
if
is gonna be
Rabson is
awesome.
going to walk towards where Velsarin goes.
No, Rabzan is contemplating all the things that have happened to him because everything is new.
Okay.
I look down at my hands where I'm flipping a card in between them, and I go, "This is not happening."
All right. So what are you singing, girls?
A little bit of Joe Cocker. A little help from my friends.
All right.
Hmm.
I'm not familiar with it song, I don't think, but you're talking about
You're
songs.
familiar?
What would you
Would you
do if I
do if
said
I
out of
say?
you?
Yeah.
Lend me your ear, sing a song.
All right. The maitre d', the violet colored purple tiefling, you see him like doing this motion with his hand, like he's like slicing his neck, and he's like,
Oh,
he's gesturing for you, like, no, no, no.
One. Let me see if I notice him. I
I'll
will
call.
roll perception.
I'll call to Grolsch. I think it's time to get off the stage.
What?
All right, you don't notice him.
Gross. Can I get his attention?
Get off of the
Oh, the performance
stage!
got better.
Actually, my performance has improved.
No, you only had one roll.
Yeah. Oh, okay. But I suck. See if I notice him. I guess I noticed him.
I'll go
Yeah,
over.
you notice him because he's coming up to you right now, and he's like,
Yeah, I'm
"What
gonna
are you
try to
doing?"
with my.
I'll just
I would like to try to persuade him to
Ada,
come
can
off
you?
of the stage if I can.
no. Once I'm asked to get off the stage, I won't keep going. I'm not a complete ass. I'll just sulk off the stage. The way every karaoke singer should, but doesn't
It was
because
a
they're too
try.
drunk.
It's always good to try, and instead of giving up right away.
I've tried for years.
You're doing just fine.
So he says, "Will you join me in a drink?"
Are we?
Bill, sorry.
We're gonna sit down with Zane here and have a drink, y'all.
Yeah, I am. I'm joining.
Make a toast to the Heron Hall estate and the Heron Halls as a whole.
Now, where
Okay,
have I heard
so
that name before? Heron Hall Estates. Have I ever heard of it?
roll history.
Roll history.
I will. And I got a 12.
And that's not high enough. They're
No, it's not high enough?
not for you to have heard it. No,
Darn it.
Despondent to try to
they're
check.
not that famous. They have some notoriety, but not enough that you were familiar with them. But you could always ask.
No.
Yeah, well, tell me about Heron Hall Estates.
Well, in the place where I'm from, Luxorian, the Heron Hall estate sits high up on the hill, and it is the largest, grandest estate. It was originally the estate of the Grand Duke, of the founder, that came into the family of the Heron Halls, naming it obviously the Heron Hall estate. Velringen was one of its greatest advocates of upkeep, of history, of maintaining a line. But unfortunately, his family was attacked in the night, and all were slaughtered, except for two little boys, an older and a younger.
And you were one of them.
I was the older. I was the older.
Hmm.
I was
Well,
adopted by the Cravat family, a lesser family that took care of taking over Heron Hall estate and settling all debts, and more than happy to maintain this great
What's your
hall.
passive? What's your passive perception?
mine?
No, it's 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, that's pretty bad.
Oh, I
So
I've
thought
got no
roll a
bonuses.
same with
regular,
the doctor, man.
roll a regular perception check.
Me?
Yes. Actually, everybody can roll that. Roll a perception.
Hmm.
I got 13. That's not bad.
Anybody else?
18?
I'm AFK. I'm checking right now.
Goldthorn's in the house.
Okay.
Rabzan's
Anybody
in
who
the
gets a
house.
15, anybody who got a 15 or higher perception, join me on the whisper channel real quick.
Who? Me?
Anybody got a 15?
Everybody above 15.
Everyone
It's
above
Ada,
50.
Rabzan, and Grosh. Ada, Rabzan, and Grosh.
It's me. I'm what? I'm 8.
Okay. So you notice when he was talking about, he mentioned he was taken in by the Cravat family, which was a lesser family. You noticed the Zane, the orcish fellow, rolled his eyes and kind of leaned back and did a thing like
Like
Shit.
like
he's
a sharp intake of breath.
Or more like a they ain't shit.
feel like like it was some negative reaction to that family name when he brought him up. I mean,
Okay,
judge
well,
what
I want to go back in and ask
you.
him. I want to
Yeah.
talk to the NPC, so I don't want to do that in a Heidi
Okay.
whisper. So.
All right. So we go back to regular family.
Okay.
Real story of how I became a member of the Cravat family is
Wait a minute.
tell. Oh, sorry, you're back?
I'm just curious, as a matter of, curiosity, why do you react so negatively to Velsarin's story of the Cravat family?
And
Speaking
Zane's
to,
like, oh, who, me?
yeah,
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
one night
I wasn't
while they
reacting
slept
negative.
in their bed, one night while they slept in their beds, they were all murdered. There were undead and other people that decimated the family.
Yes, horrible
Odd.
tragedy.
Very bad luck, wouldn't you say? Bad fortune, Zane?
Yes, it was an unfortunate tragedy all around. I liked your family quite a bit. And
does it
he
seem like he's being
Oh,
honest about that?
roll insight.
Gladly. 14!
He does seem being like he's being sincere.
Okay. Not that
He
I.
motions to a waiter to come over, and a young human woman comes over. And he says, "Could you bring about a couple of bottles of wine and some goblets for me and my newfound guests?" And she goes, "Of course, Lord Zane. I'll be back as soon as I can." And she walks back over to the bar.
so enough about old days. Who are your elven friends?
Well, these are monks, actually. Um, they're part of the Black Axe, which I work with, and they're here as security for myself. I do, unfortunately, have a lot of enemies, and it's always nice to have some backup.
Oh, I could
And,
quite understand that.
and right now I was just taking some time out of the day to relax, and the Golden Griffin is a nice place. I like to come here. This is actually my spot.
Hmm. Well,
These,
Oh, really?
yeah, there's this little couch area. This is where I like to sit.
It does give you a pretty good view of the entire business we got going on here. You can sort of see a little bit of everything, hear a little bit of everything.
Yeah, exactly. Tactically, this is the safest location in the room.
So, since you've come to town, is there any strange or odd news that you've heard? Any odd reporting? Because I got a story
Um,
about Boxton that you just won't believe.
Boxtown, a den of thugs and scum and villainy.
huh.
What's going
Yes.
on down there?
Yeah, apparently they are ambushing strangers and taking their gold.
No, you don't say. You can tell he's being sarcastic.
Yeah, kind of unsavory. Not the nicest of guys.
Perhaps they are
You
taking the
know,
gold to feed their own families.
I'm sure they
You
are.
know, the worst part wasn't the ambush or the stabbing or them, you know, almost taking on my good friend Rabzan over here. The worst part was the disrespect.
Hmm.
Oh, I'm
Honestly.
sure they excel at that. Mm,
What about, have you heard or had any strange encounters since coming to town?
No,
Or are
actually,
you a resident?
I am in town for the tournaments. Um, I always try to catch them whenever they're
Ah, for
available.
Prince Etienne.
So,
Ah, for
Lord
Prince
right,
Zane, was it?
young Prince Etienne.
And I wanted to ask you about, you said you had some enemies.
Who, me?
Yeah.
What did I say?
Well, that you had some
You
enemies, and I'm
said,
just curious to hear more about them.
Oh, you mean why I had security with me?
Of
Oh,
course.
well, oh, well, I've been a mercenary for about 25 years now, and I've had many jobs where I've had to um, kill a lot of bad people. And even though people are bad, lots of bad people have friends, usually bad friends. And
Well,
wherever
I
I
don't believe
go,
that anyone is good or bad. I mean, I think everyone is somewhere along that spectrum, you could say. That is why I ask, as I am interested in, of course, finding common ground between factions such as your own and theirs.
the waitress comes by and she brings a table with some wine. Um, there is both a bottle of red wine and white wine. Um, and she places some goblets and pours each one their choice preference. And um,
White wine for
Velsard
Zane,
only
me.
drinks red.
okay.
Velsard only drinks red.
All right, Zane's actually going to take the white. Anybody else? Anybody
No,
else
I'll
going to
take
drink
the
wine?
white.
Is everybody drinking? That's what I want to know.
Oh.
Rabzin has never had wine.
Is
Okay,
he
would
still
you like
all the
to
way, is
take one?
Ramsden still all the way over here?
Rabzan will sort of
You know
be
what? I'll do the.
he'll be sort of intrigued by what's going on, but he's very puzzled.
Yeah.
I'll do the white wine.
Okay. Is Radfin drinking?
Rabzan will try the white. That seems to be what most people are having.
Okay.
And
Okay.
then he will immediately
With
spit it
mine,
out
if
because
you
he's
don't want
like,
the whole glass.
why?
Well, it
Okay.
is simply what people do in the city. I understand what it's like being from out
I'll assume
there.
that Salix will be drinking. And so after he takes a couple of sips, he's like, well, he leans back. He seems in a more relaxed mode. And he says, well, you seem like a very wise woman. I agree. People are on the spectrum between good and evil. There's no
As you
saying
know.
this thing is totally evil and this one's totally good. There are degrees of both within everything. But the people I've gone against, I would say they're mostly bad. And they have lots of friends, and also just people who aren't their friends, who would they give gold to see me dead. And there's so many, in fact, that I couldn't even tell you who would be after me specifically. Just that I have to be careful where I
Hmm. Okay.
go. And
Well,
may I have your name?
my name is Ada Goldthorn, priestess of Eldath.
Oh, a priestess.
Yes, I'll extend my hand in a normal handshake.
Okay. He shakes your hand. And Salix introduces himself. He shakes Salix's hand, and
Yes,
and
Salix
he
is he's sort of an apprentice, but um, not one to be overlooked, you should say.
I see. And you, sir, you look like a warrior, he says as he extends a hand toward Gulch.
Oh, Shambhalan. I am more a warrior for now. I think at some point I will return to the stage.
He starts laughing. Please stay a warrior. And I've never seen one like your friend here. Does he speak? And he's like pointing towards Rabzan.
I speak.
Oh, well, welcome. And what is your name?
I am Ramzan.
Rabzan?
Yes,
You weren't a fan of the wine?
it is icky.
Oh, well, they have regular fruit juice, which we can have brought over for you. And he calls the waitress over. What kind of do you like apple juice?
I do not know what that is.
Okay.
Try the
Well,
carrot juice.
it's basically the fluid that comes from pressing apples really hard.
I shall try it.
And so they bring some over for you. What do you think of that?
Woohoo! Yeah! Let's go.
Because they also have a version which they call cider, which is a little different. So maybe you can try that one next time.
Sure. Let's have some more.
So she leaves you a whole carafe full of apple juice.
Woohoo!
And
Goody, goody, goody.
so,
Sorry, I went AFK for a second.
Rabzan is going nuts for apple
Rabzan has
juice.
some apple
So wait,
juice
is Rabzan a squirrel?
No, he is a heron. He is
A
a humanoid rabbit.
That's right. Okay, sorry. I'm not racist, I swear.
First words every racist has ever uttered.
So have a prevent
That's how you know they're not racist.
You know, I've got a black friend. Or do I
Zane's,
even know?
Zane's looking at Vilsarn. He goes, so have the Vilsarn clan, have they been treating you fairly?
Yes?
Hmm?
Zane asks Vilsarn,
Oh.
so the Cravat clan, have they been treating you fairly?
Let's just say they've treated me. I'll leave it at that.
About what I would expect. And he kind of reads you for a moment, trying to judge. And based off what you said, he goes, I'll be honest with you, Vilsarn. I was never much a fan of the Cravats. I remember them. They worked under your father. I was kind of
They
like,
were a much lower house,
yeah.
quite ambitious.
I remember Lord Cravat as being a bit opportunistic. So I'm not
Yes,
surprised.
I wouldn't
I'm not
disagree.
surprised that they stepped in to be your regent.
I do not wish to speak ill of the man who raised me, so I will speak no more on this.
Well, I can tell he has raised a smart young man, so I'm happy for that. And he raised his glass up and he goes, to your father, both of them.
I will drink to my father.
To your father. I'll raise my glass.
Okay. And
Hold my glass.
So he clinks glasses with you guys, drinks his wine. And one of the elven monks to his left whispers something to him, and he turns his attention over to the front door, and he sees that there is a halfling who's dressed in also fine clothes, and he has like a dark cloak on, but it's made of good quality material. Um, and he said, "Okay, looks like that's my cue to be going. I have to um, meet with some people, but it was good seeing you."
You too, Zane.
So he
Glad to
gets
see
up.
you're still here.
As
Until
am
we meet
I.
again.
Yes, I hope we do.
Till we meet again.
Good meeting you all. And
Perhaps
he
I'll
heads up.
favor you with a song next time.
Oh, that's okay. You don't have to. So he exits the bar. Okay. So he speaks to the halfling. The halfling smiles, and they walk out, and they leave. What are you doing at this point?
Well, I imagine it is.
I think we should have a meal.
Yeah, let's
Enough
have
talk in
dinner
the
and just
past.
get to know
Yeah,
each
what
other.
time is it?
Isn't it about 6 or 7?
It would be. Mhm.
Okay, I thought it was later. Yes, I could go for a meal.
They do serve food here. So the waitress can bring you some dinner if that's what you guys decide to do. So you guys just gonna have dinner there.
What's the special?
Yeah.
Um, roast pheasant.
Oh,
Mm.
it is the season for it.
Hmm.
Anything with hooves?
Of course. There's venison. There is um, venison.
Venison,
Oh,
venison.
I'm trying to think about hooves. Do sheep have hooves?
Sure.
Yeah. All right.
Mm.
So there's mutton as well.
Mm. A bit of mutton sounds great after a day of fighting. I think I'll have that.
Okay.
We'll take the pheasant.
I'll make sure to get our Harangon friend a mug of carrot juice.
They don't have carrot juice.
That is sad. That is very sad.
So he would probably like it.
Well, it is. At least it isn't roast rabbit.
I no longer eat that as of today.
As of today. What? I'm sorry.
I could lie, but
So the waitress will then bring all of you dinner. Which table are you guys going to be seated at? Over here?
I'm seated at the end of this arrow that says huge speciest. Speciest. As in, listen, I do have one friend, you know.
I'm not racist because
I'm not racist because I'm not speciest.
I have one
But
bacteria. I don't
I
hate
have
all
one
bacteria.
furry friend.
That was TMI.
You see, he's covered in fur.
Oh, okay. So
Cat
we
on the
ordered
cover.
dinner, get to know each other, tell stories. I could, if you are ready, I could grace the group with another of my stellar jokes.
I
While
show
the
a couple
waitress
of
is
card tricks.
placing down some plates, she's like, "Well, I'd like to hear it. Let's hear the
You know,
joke."
the thing about going to a cleric for healing is you get hurt twice. Once you hurt before you walk in, then you got to pay them, and that's the second time they hurt you. But I'm bump.
Ada's laughing, even though she definitely does not get the joke. She's just trying to fit in.
So the waitress laughs and she walks over to the bar. You see her leaning in toward the bartender. It's an old male human bartender. He's got like a um, long black stylish mullet and blue eyes and like smooth kind of like tan, like a golden tan. Like this guy has, probably been on the beach. And she tells him a joke and he laughs.
It's only funny because we have a cleric in our party, and it's somewhat insulting. It's not actually meant to be funny. Meant to be the worst comedian ever.
I'll show a couple of card manipulation tricks at the table. Maybe a quick tarot reading, which I'm gifted at.
Okay. Who wants to have their tarot read?
Oh, here we go.
Girls? Ada?
Grosswell. Grosswell.
I put my faith into my God.
How about girls?
You don't go in with divination. Who does?
Well, girls has seen you do the tarot before, so I don't know if he wants to do it again or what.
Who's seen what?
Why don't you do it for Rabson?
Rabson.
Rabson, you've never had this done before.
I have no idea what's going
I'll do a
on.
very quick spread. And so I'll lay out from the
I'll
deck
watch
that he cut.
closely as Belsarin's doing
I'll
his.
just he'll cut it. I'll lay out 3 cards. And then I'll ask him to choose one card from in my hand and lay it face up. The card he lays face up is the moon falling.
What do you
Now
mean
look
the
at the
moon is
card.
falling?
It's a metaphor. It means that a great change is soon to come upon you. I've never seen the moon falling so early in a reading. Odd. So I go to the card in the middle, underneath the moon falling. I flip it, and it's the Fool. This means that you're on a quest for knowledge. Interesting.
How is that interesting? I
I
don't know
go to the
anything.
right.
Oh, in my
Go to the
experience,
right.
the Fool is also meant, perhaps, being carefree.
I get that one, yeah.
The Fool is the one who is thought to be unwise, but actually on the process of learning.
Ah.
That is how we teach it over in Luxorian.
Perhaps the wife
I turn
of
over
all.
the card
Anyway,
on
sorry to
my
interrupt.
right hand. I flip over that's the 3 of Swords. Usually, the Three of Swords means some strife from your past is returning. Odd. You're so young to have strife from your past returning. And I turn over the final card, and it's the 12 of Cups. The 12 of Cups means there are great riches in your future. What do you think of that?
You're going to give me a bunch of vegetables?
Yes, that's exactly what I meant. In the
Excellent. Good
future,
joke. I
you will
approve.
receive a great amount of vegetables after a bit of trial and tribulation. And the falling moon, which again I puzzle over a bit, wrinkling my brow.
And what does the falling moon mean?
It usually means deeply held beliefs are shifting or changing.
I
Something
see.
fundamental to your understanding of the world as it is shifting, is changing.
Hmm.
Again,
Okay.
it's unusual to see it so early in a reading. Robson must have had an interesting destiny.
Oh, it would seem that way.
That's all.
Well, I would
That's
be
it.
interested in
That's it.
having my reading done after seeing
Would
Rabzan's.
you?
Yes, I would.
I usually only do one quick reading a night, but for you, I'll consider it.
Well, I wouldn't want to strain
Okay.
you.
No, no. It's all for entertainment.
Well
So
then.
I can let's go through very fast. We've picked the four cards, and the card I have you place face up is the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups usually means that you will give much in this world. The Queen of Cups does not hoard for herself, she gives to the world. That would describe you on a basic level. The card in the middle, I flip over, and it's death.
Wait, Sylvester, I'm busy.
Ooh.
Death. Death does not mean literal death, but means a change. Again, it's much like the moon falling, but different. Something about you very soon will change. So the part of you that you've known will alter. Doesn't mean it's going to alter for the bad or for the good. It just means there'll be a change.
I
Card on your
see.
right, the three marching soldiers. The three marching soldiers means that you are protected. There's something about you that is protected.
Hmm.
So
This is
it's
by
like
my
your
god.
goddess looking out for you. The
My
last
goddess.
card I turn over is the 10 Sons, which again is unusual to have so late in a reading. The 10 Sons means great light is before you, great light is behind you, and you walk in light. That's it.
Oh,
Take
wow.
that as you will.
This has been thoroughly enjoyable.
Thank you. But again, it's all for entertainment purposes. The stars are what will do what the stars do, is what I believe.
Oh. Well, I think you should keep it up. It's wonderfully entertaining and quite insightful.
At this
Sometimes I
moment,
do
I hope
feel
so.
as if I give everything away of
approaches the
myself.
table.
At this moment,
There, Yeah, at this moment, someone approaches the table. They are dressed in priest robes, um, and it's a young human male, and he's looking at Ada, and he goes, "Excuse me, would you be Priestess Goldthorn?"
That is I. I'll stand
Oh,
up. Can I assist you in some way?
oh, we're very glad you're okay. We were at the church. We were worried about you. You did not come back, and I was sent to look about for you. Some people mentioned someone fitting your description in the area, so I'm glad I found you.
Oh, I was supposed to report back, wasn't I?
Yes, word had reached the temple that there was a violent altercation in Boxtown, and you were involved, and we've been concerned you'd been killed.
Well, I appreciate your concern.
The the Apex
We were
Luminary.
okay. We were okay.
Um,
I will return at once with you and let them know of my wellness.
um, okay. I didn't mean to interrupt your dinner. We
Oh,
were
it
just
it is
concerned.
fine. Her plate is like half empty, but clearly she had more to eat, but like this is more important to her. Um,
Okay.
yes, no, it is a matter of most importance that I let the members of the clergy know that I am all well and good, and that the
Okay.
mission has been completed. I did heal the uh hobgoblin Bolger, is that right? Did we? We did.
Yes.
We saved him.
Yes, you
Okay.
did.
And that was sort of the goal.
Yes, it was indeed. So we're glad you were successful. We were concerned about that, if he had received treatment or not. Um,
Oh, yes, he did. If in fact,
were
well,
these other people involved with you in the battle?
yes, they were. Yes, they were. Um, but for other reasons. We were not there for, well, I'm actually not quite sure, but does it matter really?
And he goes, "Well, the Temple of Celestial Light thanks you for um, securing the priestess." And he starts doing like a thing. May the blessings of light be upon you. And he starts actually casting a bless.
On the three of them?
Yes, the four of them, the
Cool.
whole table, the whole
Oh,
table. He's doing a blessing.
oh, nice. Well,
How sweet.
thank you, brother.
The Apex Luminary did want to offer you a reward, and since your companions here assisted, I'm sure he would probably extend something to them as well.
Well, I'm sure that they would not object to that.
Mhm.
Why not? As soon
Out
as
here. Mm-mm.
we finish up with this meal, we should follow you, I say,
You're
Okay.
done eating, right?
to the Temple of Celestial Light.
Oh, he's like, well, I could join you for a drink, and then when
Oh,
everyone's finished, we could go together.
that is excellent. Please. And what is your name again, sir? Brother?
My name is Ruben, Ruben Swiftseeker.
Reuben Swiftseeker.
You make an excellent tent.
Having
Well,
vegetables. Jesus.
So he sits down and he goes, um, I'm not yet a priest myself. I'm still an acolyte in training, but I have learned the blessing. And he goes, oh, you're drinking wine. May I? And he points over to one of the bottles.
of course, of course. Even though
Okay.
Ada did
Absolutely.
not buy this wine, she is just,
No, Zane took care of
She's my good friend Zane.
it. Okay.
Friend of the family.
Well, thanks to Zane. And the
I
waitress
will
brings
drink
over
to
a
that.
goblet for him. He pours some wine for himself. So will you be serving the temple here in Griffin Crest long term?
No, I'm here on other business, but
But he was
our
addressing Ada.
interests align. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, he was addressing Ada.
Go right ahead.
Shay, did you hear me?
Shay?
Shay, are you there? Maybe she stepped away.
Yeah. She's not muted.
Shay, if you're there, type something. If we can't hear you.
Maybe we should take a quick break.
That's a good idea because I could go for a drink. So let's
I'm a
take
little
a
thirsty here.
okay. So let's take a short break. Be back in a few minutes.
Okay.
I'll type on the window and Roll20 that we're on break.
Beautiful. Yeah, hers says BRB on Roll20.
Oh, okay.
All right. Taking a break.
Okay.
Nothing like improv tarot readings. Ethan says he's still coming.
I'm back.
We're on a quick break till 9:30 Central.
9:30 Central. That means I got 3 minutes
Yep.
Eastern and Central.
That's about time for a smoke.
Say. You know what? I'll be right back again. I'm gonna go for a smoke. I'll just BRB.
BRB. Trust me, I was a smoker for a long time. Ruben Swift sticker?
Hey. Okie dokie then.
I'm back.
You are, yeah. You never left.
That's true. Nothing like doing improv tarot readings, though. Woof.
Did you just make that up?
100%.
No way.
100%.
But you're not even the DM.
Yeah. No.
I guess they're
but
just
I
for
made it in my
entertainment reasons.
Well, I made it in my backstory that he does card tricks, playing cards, and he always carries a tarot deck with him. So I just assume that he does it on a regular basis.
Damn.
I put that into my backstory.
That's
So
some good
whenever I do a
shit.
tarot reading, what's that?
That's some really good shit.
No, but I built it into him. So when I was called upon to perform, I was like, okay, I'll do a quick one. So I did a really bad version of a spread, but yeah, that
And
was
then I
100% made
pressured
up.
you into doing another one.
Yeah.
It was pretty good
And I was
though.
like, okay, I guess here we go.
No, I literally thought you had just come up with that beforehand.
Nah, thanks for letting me go with that, Matt. That was just, obviously on the spot. I just had to go. It fit his character. He does this. It's entertaining. He's charming. It's charismatic. He carries tarot cards. This is what he does.
It works.
And he has
And
works.
also, yeah,
some other
yeah, he
talents you'll
does.
find out.
Oh, yeah, that's true too. Well, Sauron is it's a book of many pages. Let's just say that.
It seems like you know the tarot, though, if you're able to come up with these on the fly.
Oh, I have a
You
friend
know
that is
tarot?
yeah, and she's done readings. She most does readings of herself and of people like send her suggestions. Like they'll tell like their name, age, date of birth, that kind of stuff, and she'll just do a spread. So I've watched it a few times, but I don't know all the cards, and I just made the cards up pretty much. Like I don't
That was
believe there's a
awesome.
falling moon, but there's not a falling moon, but there's something similar.
But yeah, I mean, it's in your tarot deck now, canon.
In my deck, there's a falling moon. Exactly
Yeah,
right.
yeah. When you said the Fool, I was like, hell yeah! I just got my tarot read recently, and I got like a Celtic Cross reading. So it was like,
Oh yeah.
10 cards total, and my last
Right.
card was the Fool.
The Fool
And
is
I
a
was like,
great card.
yeah, that's where I'm heading, like, for sure, is like Fool status. It
Yep.
doesn't sound good to people who don't know what it means, but like,
Oh no.
it's a great card. I feel like it's yeah. I was like, really, I
Yeah.
had this great tarot reading.
Oh,
It was
so I
like
did
weirdly
okay then.
accurate too.
It's better than ending up with
Yeah.
death.
I know, right? Well, that just means a rebirth.
Well, death means a rebirth. It doesn't mean death.
No.
Hanged Man is worse. And there's another one that's on a cliff. I forgot it's like an image of a character on a cliff. And that was much more bad.
Or it could be death.
I also got like a card that was like a woman diving into flames, dragging the tiger of fear behind her. I'm like, yeah,
Oh, that's
All right,
that's
truly
me.
good right
back
there.
now.
I'm like,
Are
I'm
we all
diving
here?
in the flames. Are we all here?
I haven't heard a sound off from a couple people.
I haven't heard Raz,
Eric or Steven?
I'm
Rabzan.
ready.
I'm here.
Okay, Eric, you there? Was that a
Yeah,
yes?
here. Can't you hear me? Can you hear me?
I do now.
Now I can.
Okay. Yep, still here. I was busy listening to Ramones Half Moon
Okay. So
as opposed to seeing this full moon.
you concluded dinner,
The fallen moon.
and
What happens once, guys?
young Reuben the acolyte escorts you back through town. Sun is setting, um,
Here we go.
and you get to the Temple of Celestial Light, um, where it's pretty much dusk at this point, and prayers are in place, currently going on as you walk through the doors, which is common for this time of day as light goes down below the horizon. And so you pause at the back of the temple for those to complete. And once those are finished, you walk along the side of the rows, not down the center, but to the side. And then he escorts you to the office of the luminary. And Cygnus comes in and he goes, "Oh, great, Reuben, you found her. Princess Goldthorn, we were worried about you."
Princess.
Hmm.
I'm sorry, priestess.
Hawthorne.
I was
Sorry.
gonna say, I'm like, am I a princess? I didn't know that.
Hold on. I thought I missed something. I thought I missed something. Thank you. Thank you.
Huh. Well, I'm so sorry to worry you all. I was sort of swept up in wanting to get to know my new companions.
Well, no, that's quite fine. As long as you're good, we're good. And welcome, Cygnus. Gestures towards some chairs, please. Have a seat. Um, and tell us what happened exactly.
Well, we ran into a little bit of trouble when we got to Box City. Um, and we were able to locate Bolger and heal him.
Yes, I
Sir, not to
understand from
interrupt, but it was
reports that there was something with some gangs involved.
Oh, yes, the seaside shankers and the dockside drudgers have some sort of rivalry going on, which it seems simple enough for me to solve it with the aid of my goddess.
Well, I'm certain Eldath is very proud of what you did there. Um,
Well, I would hope so. I I do everything I do because of Eldath and with her
so
guidance.
um, I heard there were many goblins that were slain. I suppose Ada has you all to thank for that.
She's a mighty
sir.
fine goblin slayer herself.
Yeah, we
I
were
did not
ambushed on all
slay any.
sides. You might say we were boxed in, but we made it out.
How horrible! Uh, what a thing to undergo. You know, um, Eldath aside, I myself am very proud of you, priestess. Quite good work. So he says, in fact, the the temple would like to grant you a small reward for that. And he takes out a box that has some pouches. And he goes, "We have some amounts that were pre-counted." And he throws a pouch to you, to everybody. Because this is a reward and for our thanks for your work. And it's not a lot. Um,
Is it gold?
so it is gold, but it's only like 10 gold pieces.
Well, I will use this to
But I
feed
mean,
some of the
that is a lot.
hungry
It
and
is a lot, but like it's not like a huge treasure or anything like that.
Use this to drink copious amounts of alcohol. Thank you.
Oh, no,
Perhaps
you're
like
quite welcome. Um, there is something that's come up, and with the facility of how you handle things over there, I'm told you know, you were gone so long, we actually had some people do an inquiry, and we heard that there's some sort of meeting you scheduled for the gangs to sit down and talk things out. Is this true?
yes. Okay. I don't remember this at all. Did I do that?
You did.
Yes,
You
we
negotiated where they would get together at the White Coast Tavern or White Coast Inn and have a sit down and and you were going to try
Damn,
to
I
help
am good.
mediate. You were going to help them mediate their issues.
Oh, of course.
and I'm interested in seeing the leader of the Seaside Shanties for personal reasons. I like to have a discussion with the leader of the Seaside Shankers.
Oh, well, I hope you're not going to be seeking revenge. They did agree to sit
Oh,
down after all.
that would be dishonorable. That would be evil. Who'd do that?
Uh, I'm so glad you fell in with such good fellows, Ada,
Hmm.
and I'm so impressed. I have something that I think you can all help out with if you would be interested. It's a bit of a quest, actually, an adventure, if you will.
Hmm.
Very interested.
Would there perhaps be dungeons and potentially dragons?
Oh, oh Lord, I hope not. That
Hmm.
does sound quite.
Good.
That does.
Those are
That
scary.
sounds quite scary. No, I would never put you in any sort of danger like that. No, actually, there is a area, um, a temple, in fact, in a small abandoned village called Foxdale, and this temple has actually been abandoned for a couple generations. Um, and for some reason, I don't know, why I've had this task handed to the temple. I'm not sure if the king is looking to resettle the area, um, but it's come down to the church hierarchy that they would like this temple reclaimed. And so we did have a couple of monks go to the area to visit Foxdale and assess the situation at the temple. And they came back and it was ruined, and it would need to be rebuilt, and it's overgrown. And there were catacombs under the temple, and they've been taken over by a number of goblins. And
Goblins, you said.
yes,
Ah.
not that we
My
have
ears perk up at the
anything
sound of
to.
the word goblins.
We don't have any problem with goblins per se being goblins, but the the temple does belong to the Order of Celestial Light, and they've taken it from us. And the monks did try to negotiate with them, and they refused to leave. Um, they were warned that the order would send somebody, but they said that we would um, have to kill them for it, which is unfortunate. I'm hoping that a show of force could be enough. Um, but you've displayed a
Well,
facility with handling goblins in quite a way that is quite impressive, actually, getting them to sit down and talk their issues out. So
We
I guess,
speak their language.
literally.
well, that would be useful. And I think if there could be any like possible good outcome out of this, I think you would be our best hope for that. Do you think this would be a mission you'd be interested in?
Oh, you're asking me? Well,
Yes,
if
you
it.
and your companions. I wouldn't send you there alone, definitely not.
Mm, well, I am sure that this band of goblins is simply looking for the same thing that the rest of us are. Everyone is. It's just a safe place to call home. And perhaps there's a place that we can relocate them to. But I do
See,
want
that's the
to
creative
inquire
thinking.
further about this temple that has sort of been taken over. Is so the Church of Celestial Light is looking to reclaim this temple?
Right. Well, generations ago, there was a major earthquake in the region, and that it pretty much destroyed all the buildings in the area and killed a lot of people in the village. They just decided rather than rebuild, they would just settle elsewhere. Um, and so the temple has been forgotten about. Um, but it looks like the king is interested in resettling the area, according to the rumors that are there. Um, and it's also come down through the church that we need to reclaim what is ours.
I see. Does the city of FalconHeart seem overly populated
You mean
from
Griffin Crest?
yeah, yeah, sorry. Yeah, Griffin Crest.
Overpopulated? No, there's a large population, but it's not overpopulated. No,
Not crowded.
no.
Well, I am a bit concerned. I mean, are these goblin kind, or are they uh, threatening anyone in the area?
Um, no, actually, they just threatened if anyone comes back that they would kill them. It looks like
Hmm.
they're not gonna be driven out peacefully. But well, you yourself follow the order of peace. So if anyone can get them to do it, it would be you. But
Well,
if you must kill them, you must kill them. The church understands if they are not going to leave peacefully, well, what must be done must be done.
hmm.
Um, I am told that um, the order would pay um, 5 platinum pieces per person to take care of this for them, which is quite generous.
10 gold.
5 platinum,
No, yeah, but one platinum's 10 gold, right?
1 platinum
Yeah,
equals 10 gold. Yes.
Yeah.
I will have to pray on this matter a bit more before agreeing to take this task on. I think you have come to the right person for the job. If, mm, of course, the end goal should always be to maintain peace and balance among peoples and tribes and families. I'll have to pray on it some.
Um,
Well, your high
everybody,
priestessness.
can everybody give me a history check?
Yeah.
Yep.
Who 15s on the board?
Mhm.
Damn, Velsarin.
We got a 23.
Okay.
Somebody got a
This was
23.
yeah. This was obscure. So you're 23. You were able to pick up on that, Bill. Sorry. Um, as you recall in stories, um, you do recall the time when there was supposedly some earthquakes in the region, and
Mm.
you also know stories that prior to those earthquakes, there was a large blight in the area that caused crops to fail, and um, there was an ensuing local famine slash exodus, and the earthquake
Hmm.
was actually so the earthquake was actually probably prior to, probably caused people to leave the before the earthquake.
So there was a fire, then an earthquake, or earthquake, then fire?
There was, I'm sorry, did I say fire? Famine. There was a blight in the area. Crops failed.
Okay.
There was a local famine, a large exodus from the region. Um,
Right.
then there were earthquakes. But
Earthquakes. Got it.
and as far as, if you remember, stories say something poisoned the water, tainted the land. Um,
Poison. Okay.
whether that's still the case or not is uncertain.
I'll keep that to myself for now until we're out of shot of the high priestess.
Okay.
High priest.
But this was generations ago.
True.
All right, then. So it sounds like you need a day or two to think on it. Is that what you're saying?
We should
I would
have
be willing to go.
a day. Should be
You
fine
have
enough.
my sword.
I personally have some business to take care of in the morning, but I'd be happy to assist in any way the temple after my errand.
Okay. Well, why don't you return here tomorrow then, after that business is concluded, and let us know if you're able to help us in this endeavor.
I like the sound of that. And again, you've been more than generous. Thank you so much for all you've done.
Sure. And thanks for assisting our priestess. We appreciate that. And says Ruben, please escort our guests from the temple. I must attend to some final things before uh, going to bed for the evening. And he says, yes, yes, Apex Luminary. And so, what would you like to do at this point?
Oh,
W-
we have something we need to report back on.
Yeah, I want to do that tomorrow at the market. I got to talk to Morna, I believe.
Uh-huh.
But I want to do
Yeah.
that tomorrow morning at the market.
Okay. So, where would you like to go or stay for the evening?
Um,
What kind of options we got for inns?
yeah, where's the place we just were?
Well, the place you were
Well,
just
The
That's
at,
not
Golden
an
you,
inn.
Griffin.
you could
that's
go
how we
to the
got on
Golden
our freight
Griffin.
train.
There's also the White Coast Inn. Um,
White Coast
there
Inn is
is
what I heard. Very
there's a
well
Is there
approved.
perhaps a Horsetail 6?
Oh
there's a more working
gosh.
class one called the Jabberwock, which is a tavern slash inn combo.
I think I might try to like stay at the temple
Okay, yeah, they would definitely have a place for you in
shelter
common. Mhm.
for just me or for my companions as well.
Just for yourself.
Yeah, we're not members of the order. I would like to retire to the White Coast Inn.
And
I
just
believe that
so I
the
can,
morning
just so I
breakfast
can
is
let you
quite
know of all the places. There's also a place called the Happy Hippogriff, which is another working class place.
happy.
The Happy Hippogriff
Did you say
and the
working
Japanese.
class?
What's that?
Well, sorry, I thought you said working class.
Yeah, the working class joint. And then there's another place called
Yeah,
the
that,
Lizard Folk.
what's more high class than that?
The two classy joints are the Golden Griffin and the White Coast Inn.
Yeah. Seeing hospitality at the Golden Griffin, I would like to try the White Coast Inn if no one else objects.
Hoping for cheaper, but sure. I guess I can suffer through the night. I'll retrieve my bagpipes and all my other gear from wherever we stored it, and
Well, Rabzan, do you want to stay inside a building or are you going to go to a park or something like that for the night?
Rabzan will happily try and sneak off to a park.
Okay.
so Rabzan, where should we meet you and when?
I am a
White Coast Inn is set up.
Rabzan looks at you all.
Son of a.
You all make a lot of noise. I can track you in my sleep. I will find you.
That sounds
Works for
exhausting,
me.
but okay.
So there's a nice natural area in the center of town, the city gardens, and they have some fountains and stuff like that, and lots of bushes and trees. Plenty of like places where you can, manage to, go with your wolf and just bed down for the night.
Excellent.
Oh, before I part from Shay at the temple, can I take her to the
Yes.
side for a moment? I want to fill her in on some of that history that, again, it might be apocryphal, but just let her know something about the famine, the blight, the poison, the earthquakes.
Okay.
Just so she's aware, but I'm just telling her because she's got to make the decision.
Okay.
That's it.
Well, I
Off to the
appreciate
White
you
Coast.
coming to me with this information. I will say that either way, I must consult with my God.
Understood entirely. I just wanted you to have the information that I have.
Thank you.
No
Thank you.
secrets between friends, you know?
I I I agree. I appreciate that very much. And
Excellent.
before I rest, I would like to um wait. Oh, within the next 30 minutes. Okay. So I'll only be able to do this like tomorrow. Never mind.
Looks like Salix has joined us. What's up, Mitch? Are you on voice yet?
I am. Sorry. Sorry for the delay.
He's here.
Well, you just kind of like actually missed the wrap up and some role play, but you have not missed the quest yet. So you got here just in time. You guys want to fill them in?
Ooh, there's a lot to fill in, I feel like.
Well, I'll go ahead and just give you the two
Just give
second
him
rush.
the high point.
You're right. Um, they hung out in the tavern after the battle, ran into a couple of people. Belsarin saw somebody from his past, a big half orc guy who knew his family when he was a young lad. And um, Grolsch tried to sing and failed very badly
No, he
and told
didn't.
some
He
very
sang beautifully.
He sang his heart out, and his
Nah.
heart was not appreciated.
Rabzan did not enjoy the wine, but he was a big fan of the apple juice and is willing to try the apple cider a little bit later. And then a young acolyte from the temple came in and was like, "Oh, we were looking for you. We were worried that you were killed, Priestess Ada Goldthorn." And she's like, "Oh no, I'm fine." And so they all went back to the temple, and you all received 10 gold for your trouble going down there and mediating the thing between two gangs on the dock, and sort of like you didn't mediate anything yet, but you set up a meeting so that they could hopefully mediate
Right.
something. And then the priest at the temple, um, Cygnus Avriel, I believe was his name, said there was this one temple in this one town that had been abandoned generations ago. This village called Foxdale, the site of an earthquake, and the place is in ruins and everything. And it's come down from the church hierarchy that they need to reclaim this temple, but now there are a bunch of goblins there, and they won't let it go. And they heard of your facility to not only handle goblins when it came down to it in combat, but also to actually come to a peaceful solution and hopefully stop them from fighting in the future. And they thought if there was any kind of peaceful way to mediate things rather than just slaughter goblins, they'd appreciate that too. Um, and so a reward of 5 platinum per person was announced if you could take care of this. And you guys decided you needed a day to think about it and would return the following morning. And that leaves you on your way to the White Coast Inn for the night um, to sleep, mull it over, and then
Okay.
follow up after that.
And that was cash up front, right? No checks.
Unfortunately, no, you have to complete the mission.
Sorry for an ancient SNL reference there.
SNL?
Yes.
I don't.
Jim Belushi as Captain Kangaroo.
Oh, okay.
Who always insisted on they had an agreement, cash, no checks.
Yeah, that's right.
Captain Kangaroo. Anyway, moving on. So we are resting.
Yes, if you do stay at the White Coast Tavern, it's upscale. It's a gold piece a night each.
Robbery.
It's a really nice place.
Okay.
Rabzan opted to sleep in the park, and Ada stayed at the temple. They had a bed for her in the convent.
I like a very high thread count.
There are also working class inns you could go to, like the Happy Hippogriff or the Jabberwock. Those you can get a room for 2 silver piece a night.
Despite humble beginnings, I think Salix would like a pampered environment.
Okay. Well, then you get it.
All right.
The White Coast Tavern is a very nice place, built out of wood, painted in blue and white, and it's down by the beach. You have rooms that outlook over into the ocean, and you had a really good meal at the Golden Griffin. So the following morning, you have a very splendid breakfast at the White Coast Tavern. I mean, Inn. And
At your breakfast, was there a good rabbit stew?
No.
It's a village delicacy.
I gave up rabbit stew for forever now, as of 2 days ago. Yesterday, today, whatever.
Not really a breakfast item, more of a brunch, but okay.
When I wake up, I would actually like to cast augury as a ritual, and just the specific course of action that I plan to take would be heading to um, Foxdale to treat with the goblins.
Okay, and what sort of method do you use for your divination exactly? What does Aiden use? Cards, bones, dice?
Bones.
Okay.
Bones.
Yeah, she has them.
Oh.
Very goth.
Yeah, well. Life and death, they're a powerful force of nature. But no one
Bones are
really
the
sees the
last
doers.
reminders of our existence.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is there anything specific that you're trying to find out?
Sort of just like an omen from my god if this is um
Well,
the path that I
I'm
should
wondering,
take.
like, what course of action are you meditating
To treat with the goblins. Just to go to Foxdale and treat with the goblins.
on? The bones direct you to definitely take this path.
So it
So
is good results
woe.
or nothing. Well or woe. Well and woe for good and bad, nothing for results that aren't especially good or bad.
Wheel.
Will.
Hmm.
Oh, it seems promising. And yeah, so as she's gonna leave the temple and she heard her companions saying they were going to the um flaming thing. What was it? Oh
Well,
no.
Well,
we're staying at the
that's a
White
different
Coast
bar.
Inn, but
Okay.
That's a
my
different
errand
bar
is
in Houston.
to.
Flaming.
Huh. Well, she doesn't quite remember where they were going. So maybe she'll just wait here
Yeah,
in
we
the
got
morning
together.
and eat breakfast, break our fast with the other acolytes in the temple.
Okay.
I imagine it's a bunch of soup.
It's gruel every day.
Mm,
Yeah.
porridge.
Gruel.
Cream of wheat.
Right.
Oh,
Actually, I loved cream of wheat as a kid.
see,
Of course,
Some
I
like
put a lot of
honey on it.
cinnamon sugar on it. No,
Honey,
cinnamon
cinnamon
sugar.
Were you
sugar,
raised
yeah.
in the Depression?
Where yeah.
No,
Yes.
no, but my grandmother, who like lived through World War II, always made it for us every day. So it's like it's what you got used to eating as kids. And coffee, oddly enough, what every 5-year-old needs.
Eric,
When
you have
you
no idea how much that
De-
explains.
when you
What?
ask the matron
decaf,
to
I
vote,
hope.
see if they have any
Decaf, I
preference,
hope.
No,
roll a charisma check for me.
no.
I'm sorry, what?
You check with the matron to see if they can provide breakfast for you. And so I want a charisma check from you.
Okay.
No.
Maybe a persuasion? That's
No,
charisma. Oh,
no.
okay. I mean, I do have shelter of the faithful,
Okay, okay.
so this should be
Yeah, you
good.
are provided. You're provided the standard breakfast and so forth. I was going to see if she was going to give you something special, but you
Oh,
really
something
don't.
special.
Yeah, but you were pretty boring. So,
Yeah, I'm not that. I'm not a morning person.
So yeah, so you have your porridge and you're with the rest of the acolytes and so forth. And is there going to be anything you'll be doing at the temple, or just pretty much waiting for the other guys?
I'll participate in the morning prayers. And if by the time the morning prayers are done and over with, I'll
Mhm.
venture out.
Okay. Yeah, they definitely have a sunrise ceremony, and faithful are usually there for that. So you help conduct that service, and so we'll go to the other party. You guys do wake up, have your breakfast. Going to be doing anything else, or did you say you wanted to head out to the market?
Heading out to the
Limber
market.
up, get ready for the trip. Oh, stock up on food supplies,
Okay,
which I actually
we
already
can do
bought
that
them,
at the
like
market.
cooking supplies for the road.
Yeah, so you can kill two birds with one stone. Do that at the market while
Yeah,
Vilzar talks to Morna.
Yep.
yeah.
Okay, and Rabzan, what are
Mhm.
you up to? What's Rabzan up to in the morning?
Rabzan is. He's kind of
You're
just
in the
walking around trying to avoid trouble because
okay.
he gains a lot of interesting attention for having a wolf.
Hmm. Indeed, he
And
does.
he's confused. He's still kind of reeling and confused. He's never had any sort of reading or anything like that before. And the only thing that makes sense for him in terms of old animosities is wolves. And so he's very puzzled and very confused. But
And when you are like exploring, are you riding the wolf or just walking along the side of it?
in town, I'm walking alongside
Okay.
because he usually has to kind of call out to people and showcase that that Beta Bernard is not
Hmm.
a threat to others.
Hmm.
Because everybody sees Beta Bernard and they tend to run the other direction.
Okay. Um, you would get stopped a couple of times
Mm-hmm.
by town guard, by different members of the town guard. Um, when they become surprised about the wolf. Um, so I would say if you could pass a couple of persuasion checks, you won't get kicked out of the city.
It's gonna go really well.
Oh,
Yeah, give me two persuasion checks.
Okay. Well, Rabzan is gonna definitely get kicked out of the city then. Okay, first persuasion.
persuasion. Ooh.
That's a success. You just need a 10.
Oh, okay. Alright, well, that's one.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Yep.
Womp womp.
Womp womp
Yeah, the
Womp
second.
Long
womp.
farewell.
Yeah, no, we're not going to be. You're not going to allow to have a wolf in town. You're going to have to take your wolf outside.
Mm-mm-mm.
You're
Alright.
going to have to take your wolf outside the city limits, and then you can return. But the wolf will be inside the walls.
Alright, well, I walk Beta Bernard outside the city limits and I get a long rope and I tie him to a tree. And then I start on this long diatribe about how he's too scary and annoying and he's causing everybody to hate Rabzan.
Aw. Aw.
Poor guy.
Poor Beta Bernard.
Yeah, and be like,
No.
Beta Bernard, why are you so feckin' ugly?
Hmm.
Everybody hates me. Because of you. I am as cute as a frickin' button. But you, everyone's terrified of you. And your nasty, vicious teeth and claws.
Beta just wags his tail and licks your face. Sits
Idiot.
down, sits down obediently.
I'm leaving you! I might come back for you later. If I feel like it. I'm gonna go get a carrot to cool off. Maybe more of that apple juice. Apple juice.
Should get like a little sheep out, Beta Bernard.
Okay, so you do run into the other guys. You do run into your contact and the peddler Morna at her cart.
Awesome.
Yeah. See, I told you. You're loud and obnoxious. I could find you in a crowd.
Where's your dog?
Boy, it's good to see you again. How'd it go yesterday? I heard there was a bit of trouble.
What trouble?
Yeah, there's a little, little bit of an ambush we had to deal with, but we're hardy fighters. But Morna, I, of course, following the code, did not open the package you gave me. But Frawley seemed delighted to receive the package, but he seemed to be expecting something more, and he said something to the effect of, "This will do for now," if that means anything to you.
Right. Like I told you before, the reason why I didn't want to make the delivery was I owe him some money, which I don't have yet, unfortunately. But I'm coming into something soon, and he'll see me soon. I mean, this is Frawley. He's not going to do anything. He wants his money. Don't worry. I'll get it to him.
No, no, no. I did not mean to get involved in your personal affairs. It's again, the code that I follow is that all debts should be paid in full. Just to let you know that Frawley feels that there was a debt that wasn't paid in full.
Right. Yes, no, I knew he would be that way, and I do appreciate your help in the matter.
Anytime. So I wanted to let her know that my code does believe in debts being paid, and
It's
it
only
bothers.
vaguely threatening.
Right. I'm not threatening directly,
It's
but
just vaguely.
I'm telling her a message of if there's a debt unpaid, she should take care of it. That's it.
Yeah. Well, you can judge by her reaction. She fully intends to. Just that she doesn't gotta have it right now.
I completely understand.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm working on something. I'll have it soon. So fortunately, I'll be able to take care of that. But again, thanks for dropping off that delivery.
You appreciate it anytime. I'm at your service.
All right. So where would you like to head to now?
Where the peace
We've had
ups?
breakfast. Do we have? We can do a little bit of shopping, right?
If you want, there's a
I
general
mean, because
store. There's a couple of blacksmith shops. Um,
I'm assuming we're gonna get right to it. So, do we
there's a
have food,
there's a
water, rope?
there's a
How are we doing on
weapons.
food, water, rope,
You have a full like um,
starter
supply.
kit?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So before when we were setting this up, I bought a bunch of food stuff. So I'll just say this is where I'm buying it, like flour and wheat, salt, some sugar, stuff like that, some honey.
Cream of
Okay.
wheat.
Cream of wheat.
Hey,
Is
you guys can make fun of it, man. But when the
isn't that
crazy old
roast?
German lady with Coke bottle glasses makes it, it's good.
Is that roasted barley? What is that?
I
It
don't
would be
know.
about for all of that. It would be about a gold piece.
No, yeah, I already marked it all off, and I actually bought a lot. Like I actually went through the books and bought it all.
Okay.
So yeah, it was kind of a pain in the ass actually.
Yeah, I don't think I need anything else. I've got my dagger. I've got my short bow. Got my short sword. Got
Uh-huh.
my armor. Nothing
Okay.
magical available in town, I'm assuming. Nothing magical available in town, GM?
I assume nothing magical.
I assume.
GM.
Well,
Nothing magical available.
Talk to myself a little. Opera.
Oh, GM of my brain. My brain
GM.
plugs very
you
much.
haven't really
So.
explored the city enough where you have found a place that has anything magical yet.
Well,
But
if we have
I'm
some
sure
time
that
to
time
kill, I
will
want to
present
look
itself
for like a
eventually.
secondhand shop.
I'm sorry, what was that?
If we have time to kill, I'll look for an old lady who has run a secondhand shop for decades and may have crap buried in there somewhere. Just saying.
Right.
I was thinking more of like some healing droughts.
Well, you can
If
definitely pick up some healing potions. There's an apothecary, an alchemist, that you can go to.
yeah, I'm gonna go to the
Um,
alchemist to get a few of those. I don't know how much those cost, but I want to add those to my sheet somewhere.
okay.
Just the minor ones, just like about 5 minor healing potions. I mean, they're goblins. They're not orcs.
Right. Um, Still, though, a healing
I
potion
would.
isn't cheap either.
How much?
Let me see. Hold on.
I think they're like 50 gold.
What?
Yeah, I bought a bunch.
I mean, that's what it said on in the PHB.
Are you serious?
Yes,
Yeah,
50 gold. Please.
yeah, they're not cheap. I bought 4.
Yeah. Then I'm not buying that. Never mind.
Okay. You got a cleric in the group, right?
Yeah, with a cleric, I'll just pray to my god. It's good.
Yeah, that always works for me.
There's always a short
So
rest.
I think like I'll
Thank you,
grab like
5e.
some like charcuterie for a quick brunch and head over to the temple. So it's like, early in the morning, mid morning, just head over because as far as I'm concerned, we're ready. As soon as we're done
Yep,
shopping.
Okay.
I agree.
Where are you guys going?
Shopping and then to meet
Back
you
to
at the
Well,
temple.
they're headed towards the temple now.
Oh. Oh,
we're
I don't
gonna
need to
grab a
shop.
little charcuterie at the White Coast Inn, and then we're gonna head over to the temple.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Nice to have a little cheese and meat in your belly before you have an important meeting.
Always. Always. Before an adventure, you gotta cheese and meat it up.
Yep.
So, um, Ada,
Hmm.
you are walking about the temple, and there is a young acolyte who comes toward you. She goes, "Milady, I believe your companions have arrived. They're requesting your presence."
Oh, well, I shall meet with them right away. I suppose in like the lobby.
Okay.
And yeah. And I'll go to them. Wow. Good to see you all again. Good news from my god. It seems that we will have good fortune of some sort. It is the way to go on this path to meet with these goblins of Foxdale. And so it shall be. I am ready to go at
Excellent.
once.
Have you informed Cygnus?
Oh, um, I suppose I should do that. Yes. Yeah. I'll is there another acolyte around?
Another what?
Do I know where Cygnus's office is?
You do?
Let's go there.
Awesome.
Okay. As you arrive, Cygnus is actually by his window out on the balcony. and he is praying. There's some incense burning, but he hears you walk in, so he gets up and turns around. It's like, Priestess Goldthorn, good to see you and your friends again. I do hope you'll be accepting our quest.
Yes, we accept. I mean, I mean not to speak for my companions here, but I accept your quest.
We accept your quest.
Fantastic, fantastic.
Although I haven't asked Rabzin. Rabzin,
What you want?
would you like to accompany us on a great quest? There'll be vegetables at the end of it.
I'm in. Let's go.
Awesome. We're agreed.
I grabs in the carrot. There's vegetables at the beginning of it too.
Woohoo!
Well, um, I don't suppose any of you know exactly where Foxdale is, do you?
Do I? I don't know. I've been around.
I
No, you
might.
don't.
I don't
Yeah,
think
you're the one
so.
who might. Um, so Velsarin, go ahead and roll a give me a survival check.
Okay. That's pretty good.
That's pretty
Yeah.
good.
You do know the region, because you knew about the blight and so forth. Um, because
Makes sense.
it was so Foxdale is southeast of Gryffindor. Would be from what you would gauge, really 2 weeks by travel if you took a wagon or a cart. It would be much faster by sea. You could travel down along the coast and then walk in once you got, um, to a closer point. So at this point, Cygnus is approaching um, his desk, and he calls for an apprentice to bring by the scroll for the Foxdale quest. And so someone comes up and brings him something, and he opens up the scroll, and it shows a map of Gryffindor. And let me see if I can put that on the map here in 1 second.
Un momento, por favor.
I prefer the slightly more Caucasian version of Uno Momento Poro Forvoro.
Favoro. Yeah, yeah.
I have sadly gotten good at the accent, and then people think I actually speak Spanish, but I don't do it that way.
You do it Spanglish.
Uno momento, por favor. That's gotten me in trouble.
Okay. So Foxdale isn't on the maps that we already have.
No.
Sorry. I just was checking.
Okay, just if you're on roll 20, you should see a more detailed map of Gryffindor at this point.
Yeah.
Huzzah.
Okay.
Huzzah!
So
Alice from town.
you are up at Griffin Crest, and that's up near the top of the map. And so see the town of Barley Bath, which is down along the coast south of there.
Hmm?
Um, if you took a boat and got to Barley Bath and then traveled inland from there, between there and Oakville, about halfway would be Foxdale, around that region somewhere. You would, of course, have to get a guide who might know the region somewhere in the local area, maybe from Barley Bath. Um, or you could travel there across land. It would take about 2 weeks to travel by land. If you went by sea, it would take 2 days if you could hire passage in a ship. Um,
I'd say
what's
let's
his
go for
name?
the sea route.
Grolsch, you've traveled by ship quite frequently. You would and
Yes.
actually know that passage is probably that far. It would be about 25 gold a person, but
Mhm.
it would be a nice convenience.
It would be half of our profit. So I'll mention this to everyone and then suggest we take the land route since it would be half our money.
That's not half your money.
Well, yeah, we're making 50 on this. We're making 50 gold on this, right? It's 25 to cross the ocean,
Yeah, it's
25 to
flat,
come back.
so we got to come back too, right?
Yeah, so it's half and half. So I mean, I know we're doing it for the church, but I ain't doing it for charity.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's a little
Yeah, but
steep.
I will let my party members, especially our esteemed cleric, determine this since this is her holy mission.
Well, in my experience, it matters not how quickly one gets there as long as one does. And I am used to traveling cheaply, as I'm not one of material means. So I'm sure we could book some room on a carriage or caravan of some sort, or perhaps on a ship a little more um sort of not in such a stately fashion. We could also work on a
That might
ship.
be
Could
possible. We could
could
try
I
to make that
talk
arrangement.
to could I talk to Velsarin in the Whispers channel? Ramon?
Yep.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh, whispers.
So romantic.
Yeah, sweet nothings. Well, I do think that I offer my services to people in exchange for things all the time. And my services as a healer are well enough, but it might take some searching. Perhaps traveling to Sky Bay, hmm, overland or oversea, it makes no difference to me.
I know you thought we didn't notice, but a rhyme you did make for ye. Ha ha, hoo hoo, hee hee. Just throw that out there. It's
My
all part of the
rhyme?
entertainment package you get with Grosh. Grosh.
Hmm?
It's all part of the entertainment package you get with this character.
Hell yeah.
Oh no, with his jokes, it's hell no.
Don't mind the jokes.
There's a backstory about why people did mind and how he became a fighter. Just not his calling.
It's not.
No, he wanted to be an entertainer. It's not going well so far.
Hmm. Well, there is still yet time to become an entertainer if that is what you wish to do with your short time in this
I've
realm.
been I've I've been thinking. Um, I don't think I do well on a 2 week caravan travel across the land. That seems uh, the best word for it, gauche.
What
I
does
would
that word
love,
mean?
I would love,
French, I don't know.
I'd love to take care of this task for the church in the most expedient manner. I would suggest, here's what I would suggest. We book passage on a ship. Yes, I know it's 25 gold apiece, but assuming these goblins have been there for generations, there's bound to be treasure. There's bound to be something that'll make it worth our while. Plus, 5 plat on the other end. So I'm thinking we upfront the money to get there, and then we take what we take and then get back.
See your point, my friend.
Because I don't know anything about crewing a boat or sleeping with beasts. It's not the way I was
It's not.
built.
It's not the best thing to do, but sometimes you just need a couple of gold. Wait, what were we talking about?
We need 25 gold each.
I mean sleeping amongst the beasts. Perhaps I used the incorrect verb.
Oh!
Among-
I too have fallen down hard times. Never mind. Disregard.
See, you've blown a seal. Okay.
Ah,
So
Only
that is
once,
my
twice,
proposition to
3 times.
the group. That's my proposition to the group. We travel expeditiously by getting passage. We get there, clear them out, take their gold, roll on home.
Okay.
Objections?
Nay.
I do not object.
Do you have to
However,
go to Peacock
I
before
will
you leave?
need to make my
I
own passage there.
I'm
thought
sorry.
I will have to make my own passage, as I cannot afford such a steep price. I will sleep with the
I
animals if
can.
that's what it
I
takes.
can. If needs be, I can front you the money.
We'll see
Yes.
about it. We shall see. I can usually.
We'll since it's a collective price, we'll just pool our money and we'll take it out of the split on the other end. And I only charge you like a weekly vig of 14%, so that's pretty good.
Sure. Sounds like a good deal.
That's all. Man, you are nice.
I am very lawful. I like the rules. 14% is great. You're gonna make better than that outside of Vegas.
Yeah, most of my credit cards are around 30. So
Yeah.
does he
So
understand to the principal?
is it?
well, who talks principal? We're talking vig.
Oh,
All right, it's decided. Shall we head to find passage?
I say yes.
Awesome.
I think we.
Unless there's questions.
Let's go,
No,
Daddy-O.
All right,
no.
let's roll. Sweet talk our way onto a nice ship.
Mm, that's a fine specimen. I bet that ship even has wood.
It looks like it's made of wood to me.
I want to be rolling down the river.
Wait, we have to ride on.
So
Let that big wheel keep
Barley
on a
Bath,
turning.
Bath is not really you couldn't call it a town or a city. It's more like a village. There's a community there, um,
Cool.
but they are like important part of the Griffindale economy because they do supply a large amount of fish. There's a lot of fishermen there, and that's how they support themselves. There's a lot of exporting fish out of there. They have a good trade there. They besides saltwater fish, they also do crabs and lobsters and stuff like that. So so they do have a lot of ships that go there to bring goods for the locals there and then leave with fish. So they do have some ships that go there regularly, and you're able to take a vessel there. Like I said, for the
Awesome.
25 gold each, you don't need to work on the ship at all. There's just some accommodations, and it takes 2 days. So if you guys can throw your tokens on the map, I did put a boat there.
I see it.
Mhm.
I see a boat.
I don't have the below decks, but
I will stand on this barrel and I will serenade the crew as they work.
with the bagpipes.
With the bagpipes.
All right, roll performance.
Oh no.
And poor Grosh was
I'll be
lynched.
providing guidance to everybody for
Oh,
stuff.
Oh man, he
Well,
plays a kick-ass like song leaving the docks and shit.
Claim your
On the bagpipes.
dirge.
The crew is like totally roused by it, and they're totally into it. And they're you know raising the sails and getting everything going. And you guys get out of the bay. You catch a swift wind immediately. Everybody's like really into the bagpipe song.
Of course, they're bagpipes. They're
there once was a lass whose name was Cass.
when
She asked me
she
my
walked,
name. I said, it's
bass.
Bass.
Think this through.
when she danced on the deck, she jiggled her
It's
butt.
sorry,
That was one
sorry,
of
sorry.
those songs.
I'm not playing a bard.
Is there
Where's
grog?
Ramsey?
Neither am I.
Is there
Where's
grog
Ramsey?
or anything like that available?
Oh yeah,
Grog.
there
Grog.
is.
Whatever they have, glug.
Yeah.
So Felix will imbibe and try to create a song for the bagpipes.
Okay. Then
Just
go ahead and roll.
yeah. I'll be doing
Oh,
guidance for everyone who looks like they're gonna be doing something like that requires some skill.
I was just
Okay.
got great charisma roll here, but I guess a performance. Hold on.
Yeah.
I had a question. Are we the only people seeking passage on this ship, or are the rest of the people just workers? Or anybody else seeking passage? Just like the Love Boat or something?
No, it's not. You're the only passengers. Everything else is cargo.
Understood.
Whoa,
And then
whoa.
So there's no Captain Steubing?
not Stubing, but there is a captain.
Ha!
Are we on the
He's
Lido?
very young.
I didn't get that performance roll from Salix. Oh.
Oh,
Mm,
good.
Oh wait, you had guidance though,
Guidance,
so
yeah.
roll a d4.
Hold on.
this could work out. Still, kinda.
Okay, you made
Yay!
it. You need a
Whew.
10. All right, so he starts. Grolsch is playing this incredible, like kick-ass pipe tune, and Salix starts
What
improvising
do
some
you do with
lyrics to go with it.
What do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with a drunken sailor?
Put on bagpipes. Ugh.
Nice.
In the four, we all
I
go
heard
aboard.
Brandy was a fine girl.
That's right.
Hey,
All right.
Matt. Matt, do you
Yes.
remember Jim's neighbor?
No.
The guy who, oh, he, so when I was really little, he learned the bagpipes And by the time I was like out of high school, he was really great. But this first couple of years, it was torture. Every time I
No,
walked by
unfortunately, I never got to
that
hear that. But I did
house,
hear
it was
the. I did
awful. It
hear.
was awful. What? Kicked out.
I don't know if I've ever heard bad bagpiping because it always sounds kind of odd to me.
It's not. I mean,
So I
I've heard
wouldn't know
really good
bad.
piping. Oh, he was
The
CPD and he was joining their band. That was the deal. So
the
he was like,
CBD
but he didn't
band
come
is
up.
tight. The CBD
But,
band is tight. He played with a friend
it
friend
is.
of mine's wedding.
But they have to like. There's a whole process to get on there.
Yeah,
Like,
those dudes are tight.
yeah. But
They
yeah.
played at Jen Rapp's wedding.
Okay, so we're on the boat. We're dancing the merry
Well,
jig,
On a boat.
showing off my formal knees.
I'm practicing new card tricks.
I'm just helping everyone, helping everybody
So
on this ship.
And many mugs of glug and singing and dancing.
I won't be drinking.
I will.
Well, I'm on a
I won't.
boat with strangers that do fish for a living, which is not a high profit venture. There's a high overhead, so I'm watching out for sabotage.
Ooh.
I don't know the sabotage guy, but he sounds kind of.
Well, they see 6 fairly wealthy folks who have 25 gold piece each to get on our boat, and these guys make fish for a living. You better watch out. I'm not drinking a damn thing. Just being practical. It's my rules.
Well,
Everyone has a code.
join us on the seas.
Yeah, I will join you.
Music.
Eyes open, dagger fingered.
I don't want to know what you've been fingering.
That seems awfully personal.
I meant the ones you throw.
Yes, that's what we're talking
Yeah.
about.
No, I'm just
You do it right.
I'm a bit mistrustful of people I don't know. And again, we come off as wealthy clerics and
Adjacent.
associated folk. So
Erudite.
I don't look wealthy
yeah,
at all.
no, but I do. This
Mm.
silk here costs a lot of bucks.
You're
A
essentially
lot of books.
you are essentially the
A lot
villain
of
from
bucks.
every Hughes movie. Oh,
Yeah, you
gross.
don't get close like you don't get close like this out the marketplace. You know what I'm saying?
Gross, play another one. We continue to sing and dance and love.
This is gonna be a long 2 days.
Well, make the most of it. A journey well spent is priceless.
I gotta watch.
Unless you're borrowing money from him, then it's 14% a day.
Mm-hmm.
That's the
Right.
price.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sorry about that. My
You dropped
phone went
out.
power, which had my microphone connected. How about
We
now?
forgive you.
I'm surprised the little wolf on
Can you hear me
board.
good now?
That seems like
Yeah.
a bad omen.
Yes.
We are traveling with a wolf, right?
Mm-hmm.
Probably below decks, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Pretty sure the wolf goes wherever the hell the wolf wants to go. You're breaking up, Matt.
Oh,
Oh, you sound like a robot, Matt.
Trained wolf
Matt, you're breaking
Yeah.
up.
He's gonna have to try something else there.
Unfortunately.
Tis true. Tis true.
Uh-oh.
Nope.
Getting worse. Whatever happens, we'll still be here.
We're here for you. Nameless gem in the sky. Hmm.
Way above like the catacombs, the Paris catacombs, like here lies death, all ye enter here, or something like that. Is that like a Shakespeare quote or something? I don't know.
It's from
Probably.
Paradise Lost.
Oh,
It's the written above the gates of hell. Abandon all hope, ye who enter here.
abandon all hope, all ye who enter
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. Gates of hell. Paradise Lost.
Damn. Thank you. Well,
Mm-hmm.
Dante's Inferno, right?
Yeah.
Is
Exactly
that the
right.
same thing as
No, it is
Paradise
not. You're
Lost?
correct. No,
Okay.
you're right. It is Dante's Inferno, where he describes the circus of hell and all that good stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. It is the
Yep.
gate of hell, though. You're right. You're right.
Yep.
It's very cool. Look at us knowing shit.
Yeah.
Right, they're
It's
not
kind of rubbing
from one that.
salt in the wound, though, isn't it? It's kind of salt in the wound. I mean, you're already dead. You know
Yeah,
you're
it's like,
dead.
Well,
yeah,
I mean,
what was
that's
the
isn't
hope
that part of the
from?
punishment of hell? Like, here's your
But to
suffering. Here's
abandon
your.
hope,
Well, you're
abandon all
consigned
hope.
to hell.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like
Well,
hope is all you have left, and like,
they're
after that
saying
you have nothing.
don't even have that.
Nothing lasts beyond this point. Maybe.
You know what would be worse if it said like, "How bad could it be?"
Like, it could be like, hey, you know what? Grass is always greener, eh, bud? Hey, bud, grass is always
No,
greener.
it's
Now
really not.
that's a message like that should be over the gates of hell. It's like, hey,
I don't know.
is Mercury in retrograde? If it is, come through. Come through, dog.
Does Jupiter align with Mars?
Yeah, yeah. Questions that need answers.
And
How about
now Age of Aquarius is stuck in my head. Damn it.
Yeah, thanks a lot for that.
Oh,
I
nice.
was just gonna say the same thing. Thanks a lot.
Yep. Thanks a lot.
Don't worry, peaceful guy the way.
The age of Aquarius. Aquarius.
Yep, that will.
Wait a minute, is all this gonna be on YouTube?
Yep.
yes?
I keep forgetting that.
Yeah.
Good luck.
I hope none of this comes back to haunt me when I try to become president.
It will.
Of the condo association.
I did say something racist earlier about furries, right?
That's not
Well,
racist.
hasn't everyone?
No, I didn't.
I joined late.
There you go. Wow.
Wait, this game or the furry community? We gotta keep the conversation straight here.
What we do
No
know.
judgments either way. Wow.
There was a question about the genus of Rabzan that came up.
Well, I was like, is he a squirrel?
Squirrel?
Yeah, I asked if he was a squirrel. That was apparently racist.
Isn't it species?
It's like, how do you? It seems like everyone's racist these days. I mean, geez.
Well, they are.
This is a separate issue.
No, I mean, he kind of looks like a squirrel. That's all I'm saying. But no. But no, he's a rabbit man. I'm sure we haven't seen very many people that look like Rabzan, though. Like, I don't know.
Question: we don't know, like, how common is a talking rat thing? Like,
Yeah,
is that
exactly. Do you know?
I
okay?
almost played one actually. They're
Rabzan is
actually a pretty cool class.
As far as I know, they're
Cool race.
usually a fairly. They don't have amazingly high numbers, but usually they're very. What's the term for it? Secluded.
what was that?
They're fairly
secluded.
secluded. They
Okay.
live up separate from the rest of society.
But are they well known enough, or like a thing of lore? Like if it turned out leprechauns exist and someone and one popped up, like it'd be holy shit.
Are you guys like leprechauns then, or
Uh,
All right, guys,
or
I'm
more
back.
like a different? Oh wait, Matt.
Can you hear me okay now?
Yeah.
so
Yes.
Yeah.
typically,
Like personally, like I'm aware that the Dutch exist, but I've never met any. So
oh no,
Yeah, do
I
they
know
really
lots of.
exist?
Come to
Right.
Canada, you'll meet lots of Dutch people.
Hey, you know what? The Dutch people are just too smart for their own good.
right.
You
But
probably met a Dutch person and don't even know it.
Yeah,
Anyway.
when come like World Cup time, you'll see them. They wear bright orange shirts.
There we go.
Yeah, what's up with that? The flag is red, white, and blue, but yet like orange is their color.
Orange is their color of
Football.
their soccer team.
Well, no,
Why?
the House of Orange.
I'm not sure
is,
why their
Nathan
color,
Williams
their
Campbell.
their soccer colors are orange.
Isn't it William of Orange?
Oh yes,
Yeah.
it was William of
House-
Orange,
House of Orange, yeah.
Right, from the Netherlands, which
Netherlands.
would be Dutch.
Huh.
Okay.
I'm
Wow.
glad we solved this.
Anyway,
I
like
knew they had to
to
be
answer
racist.
your question about Herringon, Herringon usually normal ones, not like myself, but normal Herringon live in the Fey Wilds, and then they kind of small pockets of them sometimes travel to other areas, like travel to other dimensions outside the Fey Wilds
And then they
and other
breed like
realms.
rabbits.
Then they breed like rabbits.
Well, that makes a
Oh.
certain sense. Because,
Is that why they look like rabbits?
Yes.
So, okay.
they're very rascally.
I get it.
Till we web it.
Rabzan is
Okay.
special!
Mm-hmm.
So, returning back to the game, you're traveling along the
Yes.
vessel, and when did I cut off? What was I saying when I cut off last?
I found the boat will float.
Something about our boat ride being free.
Corpals. Yeah,
Like,
that's what I heard, boss.
Okay. Um, well, the crew is pretty friendly, pretty nice. They appreciate the nice send off. And you're heading down south along the coast of Gryffindor. And it is 2 minutes to 11 p.m. Central Standard Time, which is our close time for the night normally. So, is everybody okay with ending right here? And then we'll pick it up next time?
it seems a good stopping point.
Yeah, to
Yeah.
me it
Okay.
does.
I mean,
Yeah,
this
we're in a
flew by.
boat.
It's like it's only been like an hour. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no, I think it's a great transitional point, to close out the episode, and then we will pick it up from here next time.
Cool.
Sounds
2
good.
weeks.